We're talking about Salomon. We're talking about the Salomon S Ultra Glide. Welcome back. I'm Cody with The Shoe One with Cody, and today we got ourselves a good one. We're talking about the Salomon S Ultra Glide. In this video, I'm going to give you my first impressions and some tech specs on this shoe. I have about 16 miles into the shoe, and I have a lot to say about this one right here. Now, before I do dive into all that goodness, I do want to point out one thing. This shoe was provided to me by Salomon, but they have no idea what I'm going to say in this video or any of my content about it. They have no say at all. And I also have a big favor to ask you all. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it definitely helps the channel. Now let's sit back, relax, and let's talk about the Salomon S Ultra. To kick this video off, I'm going to talk about the tech specs because honestly, there's a lot to cover it, and the first one has to be this foam. This is the Energy Foam Plus, and there is a ton of it. There's about 40 millimeter stacks in the heel, and I believe 35 in the forefront, giving you about a 6 millimeter drop shoe, and it's nice. I mean, look at that. That is some comfortable premium foam right there, and there is a ton of it. The S Ultra Glide is one max cushion trail shoe out there. It's about, in my size, about 10.2 ounces, which is definitely on that heavier side for a shoe, but not necessarily for a trail shoe, to be quite frank. It kind of just does the job. The outsole, I can't remember what, I think it's Conta Grip. It doesn't have the name on it, but 100% sure it's the Conta Grip, and it's definitely a different pattern than what we're typically used to for our Salomon shoe. It's fully covered, and you're not going to be able to see it, but there's like, it's not flat. It's like embedded. There's like, almost like you're on the moon with these ridges. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like you're being on the moon. There's ridges here, ridges here. But again, a full rubber, nice lugs. I think 4 millimeter lug depth right there. And you're going to get that typical lacing system like all of those Salomon shoes out there. And you're getting that stereotypical red. Wow. Last weekend, I did not like red because we were playing the Chiefs. Overall, you're going to get that Salomon look. And Salomon, if you see a red shoe like this, you know it's Salomon. It may look like a tomato, but it's Salomon. The upper, very nice engineered mesh, nothing too crazy. Got fully gusseted tongue, and the tongue is definitely on that padded side. Similar, again, very similar upper to a lot of Salomon shoes. The base is definitely different, and the big tech spec difference I'm going to say is how the width of this shoe. This is definitely a wider shoe than most other Salomon, road or trail. I'm going to combine all of my Salomon shoes. This is definitely on that wider side. For me, I'm a 9.5. I went with the 9.5, and it fit me perfectly. Not too long, and definitely not too short. Again, for a shoe that's over, I think it's about $225. If I'm correct, it just came to the market, and this shoe offers a lot. While I know you love some tech specs, I know you clicked on this video to hear my first impressions, and honestly, there's a lot to like about this shoe. I mentioned it just previously, this foam, Energy Foam Plus, it's nice. I've done a kind of a shorter run in this in the mud and the snow, and then I did a long run in this shoe, and it's just butter. It's just so nice. This is that shoe you lock on and you just want to cruise for miles out on the trails, and it did. I felt fantastic in this shoe, and the foam feels really nice. I was really worried about these, again, ridges in here, or craters. I don't know what to call them. I'm going to call them craters. I was worried it was going to feel weird underneath. Not at all. Felt really comfortable. And the shoe just, again, on foot, I just put it on, cruised, and forgot the shoe was on. The upper. I got to hand it to you, Salomon. Thank you for making a wider shoe. I've tried other Salomon shoes, and I definitely felt squished in them. I enjoyed them, but this is like accommodating to my foot. I have a wideish foot. So any Salomon fans that have a wideish foot that wish the shoes were just a little bit, it's finally there. This is definitely on the wider side, and I gotta hand it off to Salomon. Thank you so much for doing that. No issues at all. Again, I want 9.5, and it works really nicely with me. The one thing, and it's just a Cody issue, I have a hard time, the tongue. So when I put it on, you have to pull it up and you have to adjust it. That's one negative I will say. And maybe it's just me. I have the hardest time, like the hardest time getting it back in here. If anybody has any secrets or how to get it in there quicker, let me know. I know they're quick laces, but I get them on and I just cannot get it in there. The other thing is it's very stable. While you do have 40+ millimeters in the stack, I found it very stable. I went on some road to trails, to slightly technical trails, to just grassy fields, very muddy fields. I felt stable, no issues at all. I will say, I don't know if I'm going to take this on some super gnarly technical terrain. There were some climbs I had that I felt were a little bit on the gnarlier side, and I just had to ease it in. I took it really slow. More technical terrain. If you were going to be running like all tech, this might be too much of a stack. My ankle definitely wanted to go a little bit, but for the most part, no issues at all. I locked it in and I ran the miles. Again, I think my longest run right now, as of right now, is about 11 miles in it, and it just felt really good. It aided me. I'm in the middle of training for an upcoming trail race. I'm not the fittest right now, so I definitely need something to baby my legs and baby my feet, and this is definitely just doing it. Again, hats off to Salomon for listening to probably our American population wanting that more comfortable cruiser of a shoe, and this definitely answered it. You know, I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on this foam. Anything that's over $200+, I want you to get 500+ miles in it, so I'm going to keep my eyes on it. This foam, I hope it doesn't compress too much, but so far, honestly, this is a really nice shoe, and I think a lot of people are going to like it. Thanks again for watching this review. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and honestly, until next time, I'll see y'all out on the run.